This segment is sponsored by Domain NORTHSIDE.
Welcome back to We Are Austin from Home. Ride in studio or at home, there are many reasons to get up and get moving when you're part of the SoulCycle fam. Instructor Rachel Donovan shares what's new with SoulCycle at Domain Northside. And Rachel, what's new with you? It's just nice to see you. It's been a minute.
I know. Normally you're coming in and then like clipping in and we're getting like the full setup, but it's nice to chat with you over Zoom.
It is. We've never done the Zoom situation before,
right.
And I'm looking forward to learning about what's going on at SoulCycle. Before we dive into your recent updates, though, let's make sure our viewers know what is so special about SoulCycle. What are y'all up to?
Yeah, so if you've never been to a SoulCycle class, it's really either a 45-minute or a 60-minute class. And it's a mixture of music, and obviously it's more than just a workout. It's indoor cycling. We obviously do some weights portion, but there is a ton of inspirational, motivational, good feeling in that room. It is candlelit. It's a super special place. And I always tell people, I'm like, I try to give this amazing description of it, but I'm always like, you just need to come and try a class.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You guys, you put the soul in SoulCycle, and that's probably what first got me hooked, because working out is a little bit harder lane for me. But when I got to the studio and you've got candles, you've got amethyst, you've got motivational sayings coming out, you leave feeling so invigorated. And then you also got this incredible workout in a really unique way. So I agree with you. It is extremely special and probably best experienced by going to do that. So if a beginner is listening, or someone who's interested in a class is listening and they want to go be a beginner, what could they expect?
Yeah, so the process of being a beginner is actually pretty awesome. When you walk in, our staff always wants to make sure that you're there about 15 to 30 minutes ahead of time so that you can get really comfortable with obviously the setup of the bike before you go up in the room. We go over all the explanation of what to expect in class before it starts, like take this at your own pace. Feel free to sit down, feel free to grab your water. But obviously, we talk every class through, and all of our instructors offer modifications for some of the moves that we do that might be a little bit more advanced.
Yeah, that does feel like a big part of y'all's philosophy, is encouraging people to do what feels comfortable for them and experience the class at the level that they're able to, plus pushing a little bit. So you're always reaching for that next goal. It's a really nice balance.
Yes.
How are you dealing with safety? And I know you have some new initiatives you've kicked off. What does that look like exactly?
Yeah. So if you've ever been to a class of ours, it's normally a packed room. You're next to somebody. It's typically somewhere between 54 to 58 people in a room. Right now, because of the guidelines, we have all the bikes are 6 feet apart in terms of you're not sitting anyone really close by. So there are max either 17 or 18, depending on which studio you're at. And then masks are worn in class. So that's why we really stress to take this at your own pace. Right now, because of the guidelines, we're required to wear the mask in class. And then other than that, there's more time in between each class. So our studio staff can disinfect and do all that amazing thing. And the great thing is when you walk in and your temperature is taken, it's now this like very fancy machine that you come up to, takes your temperature, you go right in and you can check in on your phone instead of having to do any type of check-in with the staff. So you can pretty much be very in and out.
Well, thank you for sharing all those details, because it sounds like y'all have put a lot of thoughtful measures in place to make sure it's a really smooth and fluid experience, and it's not keeping people from getting that workout and that inspirational experience that they're looking for. Your classes are super special. What's your mindset or motivation as you're guiding the class?
Yeah, I think, I started as a writer years and years ago, and I've been teaching for like 5 years now. And I feel like over time, I've realized I have a love for music so much. And I feel like when I go into a room, unless it's obviously a theme, right, where maybe it's very specific, but when I go into a class, I love to play a mixture of new music that I'm loving, and obviously like things that are just in I always say like in my feels for the moment. So if I'm feeling, super powerful that day, lots of Beyonce. And then, you know, sometimes we just need to like listen to loud music and have some hip hop. So I really love the fact that music can tell a lot of the story and then just be extremely motivational and, you know, let every level of rider know that you can do this and just go for it.
Yes. And if people are not ready to come to the studio just yet, you've got other options y'all created as well. What does that look like?
Yeah, so we actually launched probably, I guess it was in April, we launched the at-home bike, which is amazing. If you have ever done type of at-home workout, it can be, you know, it can feel a little bit of stale at times, but the thing that is so special about the SoulCycle at-home workout is you really do feel like you're in a class. You know, it's got the screen and you have so many amazing instructors on there. We have an instructor here in Austin, Chris Chandler, and he's on it. So there's so many instructors from all around the country. I love it. Like when I'm at home on my bike and I'm like, I need to get a workout in, it's great. I love
Yeah,
it.
what a unique way to connect, and Chris as an all-star, of course. And like you said, people from all over the country can then have a sense of community through that app if they're using a bike at home. Very, very cool. If someone does want to venture out to the studio, where are you located at Domain Northside?
So on Domain Northside, we're located right across the street from Whole Foods, right on that corner.
You've got a great spot out there. Rachel, it's really nice to see you. And thank you for spending
Yes.
some time with us. And anyone, if you're listening right now and you want more info about SoulCycle, you can head to their website and their social media accounts, or Domain Northside. You can check them out online or on their social media accounts for updates about all that's going on out at Domain Northside, safe shopping, and how you can make the most of this time of year. Rachel, we'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.